G'day guys, welcome back to Metal Guitar School. Just sitting here in the studio laying down some tracks for a demo, and I thought I would put together 4 key points to help you in a band setting. So 4 main points. Point number 1, make sure you know your part as best as you can. So you really want to make sure you're organised. Even if it's really simple, just playing open chords or just a really easy little riff, make sure you know it back to front. You can do it in your sleep. It's nothing worse than someone coming into a band setting who can do a whole bunch of crazy licks and, like can sweep or whatever, just crazy modes or whatever, who can't actually play the song itself. So that's point number 1, know your part as best as you can and be organised. Point number 2, not only listen to yourself but listen to the whole band. This one's very important because I know it sounds simple, but it can actually almost ruin the whole sound of the band if you're not careful. So obviously you've got to make sure that the levels are right with everyone. So making sure you're not too loud or too soft. Make sure your guitar's in tune, your intonation's right. And you're getting the right sounds, no crackling leads or any of that sort of stuff. The not so obvious would include actually filling in the gaps if someone forgets their part. So say for example a singer forgets their lyrics, you might want to just do a nice little lick over the top, or change a different voice, a bigger voicing for the chords. There's also nothing wrong with sitting back. If there's a verse and a chorus where you feel that playing your instrument or your guitar is going to make it too muddy and just sound like a bit of a train wreck, there's nothing wrong with just sitting back and then coming in a little bit later with something pretty over the top. No shame in that at all. This is this point's especially important in duos, as there's only a guitarist and a singer, or like a keyboard player and a singer, because there's only 2 of you. It's really easy to to overdo it. So that's point number 2. Not only listen to yourself, but listen to the whole band. Point number 3, try not to get carried away with big guitar solos and expensive gear. A lot of people sacrifice their practice time to, check out the newest, Axe effects or the newest preamp or whatever it might be. You've got to try and find that balance. As cool as gear is, and I'm definitely a victim of this as well. You want to make sure you get that balance right and you're practicing as well. So don't get carried away with the big guitar solos as well. You want to make it as tasteful as you can. There's definitely a time and place to go crazy, but if it's not that time and place, it can get really hairy, and they might not ask you back. So you want to make sure it's as tasteful as it can be. So that's point number 3. Try not to get carried away with big solos and expensive gear. Point number 4, probably my favourite point, making sure you're having fun and being positive. A lot of people in the industry, they put others down for not knowing a certain voicing or a certain scale, or not adding a certain note. That's not what you want to do. Kind of stuff. You want to build each other up rather than putting each other down. So they're my 4 main points on how to improve yourself in a band setting. So point number 1, know your part as best as you can, or be organised. Point number 2, not only listen to yourself but listen to the whole band. Point number 3, try not to get carried away with expensive gear and big guitar solos. And point number 4, make sure you're having fun and being positive. Cool, I hope you guys all enjoyed that, and it's useful in some way, and I'll see you next time.